YouTube channel. So today I'm really excited to share my meringue recipe with you. It is so amazing, light and airy and marshmallowy. Me personally, I love this recipe. So I have a vinegar paper towel and I'm just gonna wipe down my bowl. And then I'm gonna wipe down my whisk, just to make sure there are no little fats from. Okay, so now that we have assembled everything together, we are going to add our ingredients. So first you want 4 room temperature eggs. I've already separated one. You only want the egg whites. Just adding it in. The other ingredients you will be needing is like a pinch of salt and a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar. I'll be back when I'm done separating the eggs. Now that all of our egg whites are in the mixer, we can set our egg yolks aside because they'll not be needed for this recipe, but egg yolks are so good for curds and other things. If you don't want to save it, like you don't have enough space, you don't have enough time to make something else, that's fine. Throw them out. It's not a big waste. But I recommend, if you have extra time, to make something with these egg yolks. So I'm going to set them aside. Now we have to add the other ingredients. So a pinch of salt and a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar. Cream of tartar is this like an acid powder that helps give the meringues a little, it's firmer, makes the meringues firmer. I'm gonna add that in. If you don't have cream of tartar, or you don't want to get it, or you just don't have the time to get it, you can use like a quarter teaspoon of lemon. That's a liquid, so it may not turn out perfectly because you're adding a liquid to your egg whites, but that's okay. You can use that too. And yeah, so I'm gonna set that aside as well. I'll see you when it's frothy. So this is what you're looking for when you want it to be frothy. It should look like frothy milk. Now that this is frothy, we don't want to let it sit for too long. We're going to get our cup of sugar. You don't want to add this in too fast or it will be super grainy. So you want to make sure to add this in slowly, like the world's slowest machine. If like painfully slowly. So I have a tablespoon and I'm just going to scoop it in. Also, I wanted to say that this is really fine baker sugar, and the finer the sugar, the easier it will incorporate, and the easier, like, if you want it to look perfect on the outside, you don't really want to feel those grains, because the grains will make little holes. So I'm just gonna turn it on, and add my sugar teaspoon, half teaspoon by half teaspoon. That's it in. Before it finishes, like fully whipping, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Unfortunately, I couldn't make out the audio for this one, so I did a voiceover. The vanilla does tint the color a little, so if you don't want the color tinted, you can go with an uncolored extract, like almond extract or rose water extract. There are so many other extracts out there that are delicious, so you can choose what fits best with you. I have really painfully slowly added all of my sugar, so let's take a look at it. It is so super glossy. It has nice stiff peaks. It may, like, at first when you're adding the sugar, be like, ew, like, look at this. So beautiful. And then something you want to do to test if it's ready, dig to the bottom and put your hands and then feel. So if it's a little grainy, you can whip for a little longer. And you want to make sure to do this with clean hands. And it's a tiny bit grainy. So I'm going to whip it for a little longer, but not too long. Now that this is done, like, seriously, this is ridiculous. Wait, no. So beautiful, so silky. The color is amazing. But I'm going to do 2 colors. Actually, I'm going to do white and teal. So I'm going to put my tip into my bag, and like your best bet for like a lot of these, a lot of things with cooking, is a gel food coloring, because they're not liquid. It really, like, it doesn't really affect the consistency. So I'm going to start with the white and put it some into my bag, and be sure not to put like too much in, because it can overflow and it's not the best thing to do. Also, you want to try to avoid any air pockets, because they can really mess up what you're doing. So I'm going to finish filling this one. So right here I have a seal pad. You can also use parchment paper as well, but I have a seal pad handy. You can use that. Basically, you want to do about 1 inch or 2 inches and then pull up. It's a really simple technique, but it can make these look so elegant and so beautiful. It's like, how? I don't understand. Also, you don't need to space these so large like cookies, because they don't expand, but you do want to give them some space so the air can flow and they can crisp the outside. I'll be right back. So I put some of the meringue into this bowl, and I want to dye it. So here I have one of my gel dyes, and I'm going to grab a toothpick. Just place that aside so no one bonks it. Now I'm just going to really incorporate it really well so there aren't like white spots. And this is so beautiful. Something cool my Nana told me was to use mini chocolate chips inside, so it's like gooey texture in the inside. And my mom loved this when she was a little girl, so I thought I would try it. How you can do this is you only pipe half of the meringue, you add a few chocolate chips, and then you pipe the rest. So let's try. Start by like guessing like that. And you can add some mini chocolate chips. Okay, this is not working. Oh my god, it looks like a sandwich! Like an octopusy. That one looks more like an octopus. They're interesting looking, but I like them. So I'll do another. Ooh, this one looks like an alien. Oh, cool. Maybe I just go like that. Stars. I really don't get how they fill them with chocolate chips. Like how? See you back when I refill this piping bag. Look at these beautiful meringues. Now I just need to cook them at 200 in the oven for an hour. Then we're going to turn off the oven and let it sit for another hour. You may be asking, why the heck will we do that? Well, it's to crisp the outside more, because you want that crispy outside and that nice, soft, fluffy inside. So now we're gonna put it in the oven and set a timer for 1 hour, and then I'll be back with you to do what you do next. Okay, Rebecca, how do you like the meringue? Try it.
Best one I've ever tasted.
Do you like it?
I love it!
So on that note, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and the most important thing,